The Sex Lives of Cannibals, Adrift in the Equatorial Pacific is Maarten Troost's chronicle of 2 years spent on the atoll of Tarawa in the Republic of Kiribati, a remote island nation in the South Pacific. Despite its provocative title, the book is not a sociological treatise, but a work of travel writing, often comic, occasionally absurd. Troost has explained that the title was meant to capture the sheer strangeness of his experiences on Tarawa. As he puts it, anyone who's picked up the Sex Lives of Cannibals figures out pretty quickly that it's just a fun yarn, and not an academic treatise on the deviant mating rituals of faraway islanders. Set in the 1990s, the story follows Troost just after completing graduate school, uncertain what he wants to do with his life. He eagerly accompanies his girlfriend, Sylvia, who has secured a 2-year contract with the Foundation for the Peoples of the South Pacific. Troost envisions a serene island paradise, an ideal setting to craft a literary masterpiece. However, his romantic notions of Tarawa are quickly dashed upon arrival. Over the next 2 years, he must navigate a baffling and sometimes infuriating culture while adapting to a life of minimal creature comforts. One of the book's running comic motifs is the omnipresence of the song La Macarena on Tarawa. Played incessantly by the indigenous Kiribati, it drives Troost nearly to madness. Yet beneath this obsession lies a rich musical tradition which Troost enjoys when power outages prevent the endless looping of La Macarena. His patience is tested further when neighbors acquire a boombox, blasting the song at all hours. In Tarawa, politely asking them to turn it down is not an option, as his maid Taibo explains. Troost resorts to playing music the Kiribati supposedly dislike, but finds that his first attempts, the Beastie Boys' Gratitude and Nirvana's Lithium, are surprisingly well received. Classical music, however Rachmaninoff, Puccini's La Boheme, Miles Davis's Kind of Blue achieves the desired effect, silencing the Macarena for a brief reprieve. Troost notes that what might seem rude or outrageous in the US often has a practical explanation. For instance, he frequently discovers couples having sex in his backyard. This is not a disregard for privacy, he learns, but rather a rare opportunity for intimacy away from watchful families and neighbors. Another initially perplexing aspect of Kiribati life is the bubuti system, which allows individuals to take anything they wish from someone else. Troost remarks that this fosters a profoundly egalitarian society, though it discourages ambition. Those in positions of power are constantly besieged with requests they are obliged to fulfill. Some cultural practices, Troost observes, can have negative effects on both health and the environment. Litter is rampant on Tarawa, yet when Troost attempts to burn piles of discarded nappies clogging a reef, Taibo stops him. Burning human waste is believed to harm the person who produced it. He also notes the introduction of non-biodegradable products in a place without effective waste management, as well as the government's allowance of international industrial fishing trawlers to exploit local waters. A failed recycling scheme once paid children to collect cans which were exported to Australia, but an export tax ended the program. Speaking with a government minister about the debacle, Troost finds the official unapologetic. The government deserved its cut. Religion, too, plays a commanding role. Various churches demand tithes. Typically about 30% of a family's income, and public shame is the penalty for those who cannot pay. Christianity, a relic of British colonial rule which ended in 1979, coexists with many ancient animist beliefs. Troost also touches on Kiribati's colonial past, noting the Kiribati seem to view it positively, and mentions the Battle of Tarawa, an inescapable part of daily life, with remnants of the brutal World War II battle still littering the shores. To live on Tarawa, Troost concludes, is to experience a visceral form of bipolar disorder. Moments of joy when witnessing traditional dance and song are swiftly replaced by heat, illness, isolation, scarcity of food, and the realization that overpopulation exacerbates many of the island's social and health challenges. By the end of his stay, he has grown nearly comfortable with the hardships, finding a strange satisfaction in the resilience they demand. Though eager to return to the US, he ultimately follows Sylvia to her next posting in Fiji, leaving Tarawa behind but carrying its unforgettable lessons. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this video, leave a like and subscribe.